Hello everybody and welcome back to another reaction. Today we are checking out Twister, the 1996 action-adventure movie, I'm guessing, starring Bill Paxton. I am so excited for this movie. I love tornadoes. Tornadoes, I've always just been like in awe of tornadoes for some reason. I just really think they're cool. They like as a kid I used to watch a bunch of like storm chaser videos, people like just running after tornadoes with their big video cameras and stuff. I don't know, I love those things. So this is a movie that I have really wanted to watch for a while, and I almost did watch it last year at some point, but then I watched another tornado movie instead, a more recent tornado movie, and it was all right. It was fun. I forget the name of it, so maybe I didn't like it that much. But I almost watched Twister, but I'm glad I didn't so that I can watch it with you guys today. I am just very, very excited. I just hope that the tornadoes are really cool in this movie. That's all I want. I just want like really cool tornado scenes. That is, in a movie called Twister, what more do you need from this movie? Also, I am back in my room, my original room. I guess these are my summer videos, so I think both of them so far have been in my room, but I moved into my apartment. I moved all my filming stuff to my apartment, and I just brought a few things back so I could film a reaction when I came back home to visit. And so I don't actually have my big light color changing light, so unfortunately I will not be able to do the colors today. If I was going to do the colors, I would try and go like a dark blue because of this dark stormy sky. So if you want to light up your house, if you have a color changing light beside you or something, you can make it like a dark blue or something. That's what I would have done. Or you can choose whatever color you want. You know what? You can choose whatever color you want. Make it pink for all. Okay, I don't know. But yeah, I also do not have like the ring light beside me or anything like that, so my lighting today is from the window behind me. I usually have it completely closed so it's nice and dark in my room and I can light it the way I want to light it. I can control the way the lighting works, but today it is going to be natural sunlight, so if the lighting does change throughout the video, I am sorry. I will try and adjust the cameras like ISO and stuff, but I don't know how well it's gonna go, and also I'll be watching the movie, so I probably will not even notice. So yeah, if the lighting does change, I am sorry about that. It is just the sun moving across the sky. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my TV shows and movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's just jump into this movie. Let's twist. I was gonna do a full 360, but then I remembered my chair couldn't do a 360 because it would hit the desk. So that my plan failed. But yeah, let's twist on into this movie. Let's do a 360 tornado spin into this movie. Without further ado, Twister. I'm actually very curious about this movie because this movie was made recently enough that visual effects are decent, but not like the greatest. So I'm wondering how well these tornadoes are going to look, because I feel like the tornadoes have to be visual effects. There's no way they actually are using real tornadoes in this for the most part. There could be like stock footage of a real tornado, but I doubt that they're using real tornadoes for the majority of the time.
Come on. What is it, Mommy? Come on, sweetie, let's get up. Come on.
This house is about to get destroyed, absolutely demolished. No, don't leave the dog.
Might be in F5. Okay, we're going to the storm cellar.
This is what I said. This is exactly what I said I wanted at F5. Get to the storm shelter. Get to the storm shelter. Please don't get sucked up. The dog. Let the dog in. Let the dog in. What a good dad. What a good dad. I love him now. My favorite character. The dad is gonna get sucked up. The dad is gonna get sucked up. This is one of the main characters' tragic backstories, I feel like. This is why she becomes a meteorologist or something. This is my guess. This is my theory. Definitely a tragic backstory. Jeez, are we gonna see another big F5? Because I'm really excited. That scene was intense. Another reason why I thought that was a backstory was because it was set in 1969. And that is a long time ago. You know what? The music is a bop. I didn't even think about the music going into this movie. I just want like cool visuals, but if the music is great, it enhances the visuals. I got it. Oh, there she is. That's Joe. Oh, I totally know her. I totally know that actress. What's her name? I forget her name.
Why you are the way you are.
Come on.
I was born in a tornado.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hi, Bill.
Oh, they're getting divorced. Oh, that's rough. Oh, it's the guy from Lost. It's the guy from Lost. I haven't seen him in anything else but Lost.
So you want the papers?
Oh, he's back. And they're also not getting a divorce at the end of this movie. I think they're getting back together. I think at the end of this movie, they're going to have gone through 8 F5 tornadoes and they're going to kiss at the end.
Now, would you please sign the document?
You left her with Dusty? What's the matter with you?
What are you doing?
Oh my god, she's just stalling and stalling and stalling. She does not want this divorce.
Right.
Oh, you had that tone.
There was no tone. If you have a problem being a weatherman.
The weatherman is like the wimp equivalent of the meteorologist, right? I guess that's how they see it, because they're out in the field in all of these extreme stories that the weatherman's just reporting them in the nice little newsroom. Dorothy! What is that thing? Is that a storm catcher? No.
I can't believe you did it.
He's like, this thing is sexier than both you and my new wife. Oh my god.
Of these sensors that measure all parts of the tornado simultaneously.
Whoa, that's actually so smart.
Aren't there already tornado warnings?
Well, the civil
They're not
defense-
good enough. They're nowhere near good enough. Right now, it's 3 minutes.
It's like the tornado will hit the ground and then they're like, oh, there's a tornado. We better sound the warning. Go. Are you with me? Or are you with me?
They can handle this. They know what they're doing. I mean, well...
Bill, you're gonna go with them. Don't even lie to yourself.
I'm not back!
He's back. He's back. I love the little banter where everyone's like, glad you're back. It's really funny.
You know what, honey? I find this kind of interesting. I'm gonna tag along.
Oh, what if she dies? Then he's free again, right? That's so mean. I'm so sorry.
Joe, I think we got fleas.
I love that they call them fleas. That's so cool.
3 is the answer. The first
Oh,
digital
no.
photographic telemetry.
They made their own Dorothy pretty much. Oh, and they're cubes. Of course they're cubes.
Loser off me.
I recognize the villains, this guy. The flea, as they called him. The fleas. This movie has very, very impressed me so far with not just the characters. I think the characters are really cool, but also some of the shots in this movie have been really cool, and the score has been great. I'm just very impressed. This is not what I expected. There was like, it looks like people actually had a lot of care when making this movie. I can feel it in the dirt. Tornado, 10 o'clock.
You're still in love with him, aren't you?
Yeah. The wedding ring and not signing the divorce papers. Yeah.
Let's hope this isn't some desperate attempt to keep him in your life.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work too. I think she's way better for Bill than this other lady.
Planners, what are my due points doing?
Points up to 70, sir.
Honey, I got...
Him as well. He's Bob in Speed. I can't believe I remembered his name in Speed. He was the guy everyone was mean to in the elevator. It'd be so awesome to drive. It feels so epic to drive towards a tornado with music blasting, like epic music. Oh, it's so good. I love this mashup of all the different songs on the radios as they're driving. That was so good.
She work at the station? Is that where you met
Do you see that little look he gave? See that little look and the little gulp? I think he just got some feelings then, just for a second. And he just put them back down.
She's a therapist.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense though. That makes a lot of sense. Therapy.
You never have
thing
a sliced
going
idea
on
about
out there.
commitment, what being married means.
Dude, you're going off the road.
I am happy. I'm a happy person. I'm happy with my life.
I'm a happy person.
With,
Alyssa?
with
I know her name. Yes, I'm happy with...
I know her name. Here's one. Here we go. The first one of the day that we've actually seen. The other one was just like windstorms, and it's at the very start of the movie. That looks so good. That looks so good. I was a little worried when I saw the satellite at the start of this movie, and it did not look very good. It looked very janky, but that looks so good. I love the music for the tornadoes, making them almost like godlike figures for these characters.
It's getting thicker. It's moving fast. Coming towards you, Joe.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
It's starting to turn.
Woo. That was so awesome.
Play together.
Open the thing and get out of there. Open the thing and get out. Oh my god. This is so cool. This is actually so insanely cool. Oh, the car's getting lifted. That was... I have goosebumps. I didn't even realize that I had goosebumps until... Oh my god, until after the scene was over in the tornado. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I hope the corporate guys didn't do it. I feel like they did.
Just a close call.
You're gonna cross.
That was a really good line. I really like that line. Oh my god, it's so cool. I love the choir. Whenever tornadoes are gonna be on screen, there's like that choir. It's just, it makes the tornadoes feel like ethereal in a way, you know? And it's definitely what how the characters see the tornadoes, like that. It's so cool. It's such a cool little thing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's like, hey, I got my 3 ladies in the truck. Joe, my new wife, and Dorothy. Man, being a tornado chaser, a storm chaser, must be such a thrilling job.
We got it, we see it.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, the cow. I've seen that shot somewhere.
Cow.
I know I've seen that shot somewhere. Thank you for pointing out the obvious, Joe. Cow. There's 3 of them. Is that usual? Is that usual?
No, that was a metaphor.
Metaphor for what? What would that be a metaphor for?
Hey, we're absolutely not going.
When a character says we are absolutely not going, you know they're going.
So good to see you. Day before yesterday, I was telling Joe how much.
What if that house gets destroyed by a tornado? That would be so sad. They're eating dinner and then a tornado just...
Look out, look out, look out.
That looks so good. That looks so good, and I don't know how you can say that doesn't look good.
Oh, shut up! Turn him off.
What a wiener.
He really is in love with him.
What a wiener. Exactly, Bill. Exactly. Took the words straight out of my mouth.
I'm gonna go clean up.
So, we get this.
Oh, he looked at her. That is a win. He likes her. Again.
He strolls up to the twister and he says, have a drink. And he hits the ground.
Twister caught it.
Some say it's still up there right now, just flying.
The finger of God.
He says the finger of God, and the musical cues whenever there's a tornado is very godlike. So I think that connection was right.
That has developed within the last 15 minutes. First alert Doppler radar shows that this is a very...
This actually looks like such an exciting job. I wonder how qualified you need to be to do it. Not saying I really want to do it because I'm kind of a wimp. But like, it would be pretty cool to do as well. Very exciting. Akita. I hope the tornado doesn't... I think there's going to be a tornado that breaks that water tower, because water towers are cool when they get destroyed.
Okay, you're on.
That's the perfect time for a sneaky little kiss. Here comes the tornado again. The music cue.
Just make a right turn, trust me.
Do you want to drive?
Just turn!
Trust him, all of his intuitions have been right so far.
It's gonna show its ugly face right over that hill.
Oh, I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this.
Billy, is he?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This one looks vicious. The skies are just darker. Oh, what the heck? Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. No, not Dorothy. Okay, they can get sucked up still. They can get sucked up still. Is it coming back? Bigger? No. Tornadoes don't do that, do they?
Drop right on us!
Oh my god.
Forget it, Joe! Forget it! Go back! It's not...
Okay, Bill's sensible. The sensors are still gonna go up though, aren't they? But they probably don't have anything to relay to because Dorothy was destroyed. It's rough for her. It's rough for her. Hope she's understanding of it. Is this a dream? Wait, what? Why are we watching The Shining now? She's gonna be mad at him for what he said though. It's gonna take her a little bit to kind of realize that he was saying the truth, I feel like. And they're not going for it. They're not going for it. That just shows how sad she is. Oh, she's signing the divorce papers. No, 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 this is such a mistake. You don't understand. This is the biggest mistake of your life.
I'm not sure.
Put little rocks on all of them so they're a little heavier. Oh, she's debating. She knows that he loves Joe still, and she's going to leave him, I think. Oh no. That's not a good sign, is it? That's not a good sign. That is the sign of a big tornado. Oh, and you can't see it because it's dark, but you're gonna see this giant thing. You're gonna see this giant thing in the background.
Get it right for us! It's already here. Everybody...
Oh, chills, chills, chills. It's already here. Woo. That is absolutely a massive beast. She's like, hello again, my old friend. You killed my father. Prepare to die. My name is Joe. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Whoa, what a good scene to have while the thing's breaking apart. It's like the door in The Shining as well. That was kind of cool. Oh, man. Oh. Ow. Is this guy okay? Oh no. Holy chicken nuggets. What the heck?
It's gonna be okay.
She is not going to be mentally stable after this movie. She's going to need a lot of therapy.
Was I on key? I couldn't hear a thing.
Oh no. Not her house. I had a really bad feeling that her house was going to get destroyed. How could you even live in a place with tornadoes? Like Tornado Alley in the US? Like, how would you even live there without the constant fear of your house just getting destroyed instantly? You got some stuff in your hair.
I'll see you in the morning.
I won't be there.
She's done with him. She's done with him.
Know that.
I think you did preemptively jump into this marriage. Oh no, they missed it. Oh, they missed it and the whole thing. I mean, they couldn't have stopped it, I guess, but they missed the destruction of it. Oh, it's literally just like her family. Except the dad lived. Oh, it's the dog. Yes. Go dog.
No, I'm all right. I'm fine.
Oh, no, she's not. Oh, watch out for the TV.
Meg! Meg, Bill! Someone take my Joey.
I love how they care about Meg more than anyone else. It's really sweet.
You're going to the hospital.
Okay, I'll go, but
Yes, look how cute that dog is. I hope people have really good insurance. Is there like tornado insurance or something like that? Like, how do people rebuild their lives after a tornado destroys it? Do they get money from the government or something? Actually, a very interesting. If someone knows the answer to that, I'd love to know.
Predicting an F5.
Joe.
She's so torn. She's so torn. She's gonna go. You have to go, Joe. That's the key to stopping it. I don't know what she sees in it, but it's the key. How? Put wings on it? Put wings on Dorothy? Put those things on Dorothy and it will spin around super fast and fly up like a helicopter? It's like all Pepsi cans too, which is really funny. Everyone in this world just drinks Pepsi. What the heck? What the heck? That thing is absolutely bonkers. That's absolutely insane. That thing is scary looking. What a shot. What an absolutely amazing shot. The car turns, the camera turns with the car, the tornadoes. Oh, it's amazing. Was this the last Dorothy or is there another one?
Dusty!
Because you said Dorothy 4 on the side, so unless I think there's 2, right? Because this is Dorothy 3. So there's 2 left. I would get farther away, please. It's gonna turn, isn't it? Why would it be too light? Can it not be light? What if they go into the tornado? What if they go into the tornado like Dorothy?
No, hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
It's a gasoline truck. Oh my god, it's gonna explode. It's gonna explode. It's gonna explode.
Let's go!
Let's go! Boom! Oh, that was so awesome. I got chills right then. I literally just got chills.
What? Can you see them?
He's gonna die. Oh no! I liked that guy. Oh wow, okay. Okay, well, they're dead. They're absolutely dead. They're like slaloming between everything.
Oh my god.
A literal house. They're gonna drive through it. They're gonna drive through it. No way. Boom! That was amazing. That was actually amazing. Okay, this is some guy's crops and you're destroying them. I don't think that is very nice.
On 3?
On 3.
They're jumping out and just the truck's the anchor. Now run. Literally bucket. Bucket, 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 bucket. Yeah, they're like little fireflies. Try to outrun a tornado. Oh my god. Okay, let that horse go. Let that horse go. Oh, that's such a good visual of them running in the fence behind them. That was really cool. Wow. What the heck? I love destruction in movies. Destruction is so cool. Oh, I got chills. Look at that. Look at that amazing shot. That door is not holding. That door is not holding for long. There's no way those pipes stay. There is no way those pipes stay. Are they gonna go to, is there like an eye of a tornado like there is in a hurricane? Where it's like peaceful for a second? This is so cool. This is actually so cool. Oh wow, look at that. I have so many chills. I have so many chills right now.
Are you alright?
Now this is where they kiss. I just wanted them to kiss again the whole movie.
Yeah. Well, I...
Couldn't have done it without you. Kiss. Oh no! I was so happy, and then the movie just teased me like that. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Yes, Huxley. Let's go. Ah, that dog. He's like, I don't know what happened, but I'm happy too. I'm gonna lick this man on the ground. That movie, whoa. Look at this shot. I didn't even notice. I was reading, but you can see the destruction of the tornado. That is actually incredible. Mark Mancina did a great job. And that was my reaction to Twister, the 1996 action-adventure tornado movie. Hour and 52 minutes long, starring Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, Jami Gertz, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Cary, Elwes, and quite a lot of other pretty famous actors who maybe weren't famous at that time. As you all know, if you've been watching my reviews, when I go into Google and I search up the cast, it also shows the reviews for the movie. So I like to just take a minute to talk about the reviews. And this movie got pretty decent reviews. I'd say very average reviews. Rotten Tomatoes 60%, Metacritic 68%, and audience score on IMDb of 6.4 out of 10, which is a 64%. I think that movie, I think a 60-70% for this movie is definitely worth it. I'd probably give this movie, I think in terms of my enjoyment of this movie, I'd probably give it a 9. But in terms of movie, I'd probably give it a 7.5, so 75%. I just think that, I think while I love this movie, I think there were definitely some flaws with this movie, which I might talk about. But again, I probably won't talk a lot about the flaws of this movie, to be honest, because I loved this movie quite a lot. It was just a very entertaining, very fun, and had a lot more character than I thought it was going to. And the tornadoes were amazing. The tornadoes looked great, and the music was great. The acting was great. I just thought that this movie was really good. The only thing that I thought was a little weak was the actual story of the movie, but the story didn't need to be good for me to enjoy this movie. It just needed to have cool tornadoes, and it had cool tornadoes with a bunch of other good things, and I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, that's like that pretty much sums up the rest of my review. Okay, but getting into the thing that I thought was most interesting, maybe not the most interesting, but something that I really liked was the score. The score I loved most of the score. Actually, I don't know why I said most of the score. I did love the score. It was very, very cool. It got me into the movie whenever they were going to find a tornado. But the part of the score that I liked the most was when the tornadoes were actually dropping down. And it was like this musical cue that whenever there was like this choir-like sound, I think it was a choir, that kind of came into the score, you knew a tornado was about to drop. There was only one instance where that didn't happen, and that was with the big tornado at the end, the big F5, and then the choir comes in later, but that is the only time that the musical cue does not hit. But I loved that part of the soundtrack whenever there was a tornado on screen and there was that choir. It made the tornadoes feel like something coming from the heavens. It made them feel like they were sort like a godlike creation, like a godlike force in a way. And I thought that was really cool because that is how the characters see these tornadoes. That is how the characters perceive them. They work with these tornadoes for a long time. They are in awe of these things. They're trying to figure out what they are made of because they are, at the time of this movie, I guess, a big mystery, and like no one really knows how they are made. So I thought that musical cue with the choir was a really, really cool addition to the score because it kind of gave me the mindset that the characters have, where just like I was in awe of these godlike things coming out of the sky, these godlike windstorms, tornadoes coming out of the sky. And I thought it was a really cool thing, and just I really loved it. I loved it so much. Whenever that score hit, I was like, whenever the choir, this guy was like, oh, I was like, here we go. Here we go. Here comes a tornado. I'm so excited for this. I would also really like to talk about the visual effects in this movie. I can't go in depth with the visual effects, and I'm sure many people have gone in depth with the visual effects in this movie, but they were phenomenal. I was not expecting for them to be this good. I know this movie came out in 1996. In 1996, they had like decent visual effects, but I wouldn't say they were amazing visual effects. But this movie was like the tornadoes looked so good. There were only a few instances where I was like, okay, that tornado does look a little fake, but the rest of it, it was like they had somehow managed to merge the tornado into the real environment really well, and I think it helps, especially with like some of the with the sky being like really dark and kind of the darkness of the backgrounds and stuff like that. That kind of helps blend the tornado in as well a little bit, because it blends into the background a lot more because of the darkness, and like they're not like contrasting and everything like that. So that might have helped. But yeah, I was a little worried at the start of this movie when, after the opening sequence, after that flashback of Dr. Joe's life, or of her childhood, they had this satellite floating over the earth, and it did not look very good. And I was worried that the tornadoes, when we actually saw them, were not going to look very good, because we got a glimpse of the windstorm and I thought it looked good. But then I saw the satellite over the earth, and I was like, oh, that 3D CG does not look very good. And it kind of like brought me out of the movie, just because I was like, it doesn't look very realistic. It did not age well, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the tornadoes did age well. They look fantastic, especially for 1996. Like I am like in shock by how good the visuals were in this movie. Some of the actual like on-screen visuals, the destruction was amazing. There wasn't a lot of physics in this movie. There, like, everything kind of just weighed the exact same and just kind of flew up into the sky, and that's probably just because there weren't a lot of physics simulators back in 1996, and so you just kind of had to, everything was just kind of thrown up there. But I did not mind that. I had a lot of fun with everything just blasting off into the sky. It was really cool. The tornadoes just looked powerful. They looked menacing. They reminded me, like, the tornadoes in this movie felt like the villains, because whenever they were on screen, I got chills and goosebumps, because I was very worried about some of the characters dying in a tornado, and I really enjoyed looking at them. Going into some more of the visuals, this is not the CGI visuals, but the actual camera shots, the camera work in this movie, I thought was excellent. It was something that I did not think was going to happen. And I thought that, like, you could make a tornado movie and it could make a lot of money, and you could put like minimal effort in it, because people just like watching things blow up and get sucked up, and it would make its money back. But it felt like the director of this movie, Bont, I thought did an incredible job with the directing. Some of his shot choices and his composition of the shots were so cool. One of my favorite shots was when Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt were running to the barn with the horses, and the fence behind them was like flying off. Like, they'd run past it, and then seconds later the fence post would go, and it was like thrilling to watch, and it really made the chase feel, the chase meaning the tornado chasing these characters pretty much, it made it feel more intense, because we had all these other extra visuals. And some of the other camera shots, there was a shot, one of my other favorite shots, when they're driving towards this huge tornado, and he does like this drift and brakes, like this e-brake turn or something like that, and he brakes, and then the camera keeps going, swivels around them, and you just get this massive tornado here, and you see it, and then you don't see it. And it was, I loved that shot. Some of the shots were really creative, really done. The shots really made the tornadoes feel menacing, feel real, and it kind of grounded us with these people. It never kind of, there are definitely aerial shots with these tornadoes, but a lot of the tornado shots were kind of on the ground, very personal shots with these characters, so we experienced the tornadoes with the characters. And I thought that was a really cool way to film this movie, just because I feel like a lot of movies would have these big, grand, flying aerial shots of like the whole destruction and stuff, but this movie kind of only saved that for the credits. The rest of the movie, we are up close with these characters in the storm, and I really like that. The last thing I'm going to talk about before we get to the cast was the story of the movie. The story of the movie I felt was a little weak. The whole point of it was they were trying to get these little thingamajiggies, I forget, like I forget what they were called now, like scanners and stuff like that into the tornado, so they would fly around and like scan the tornado and send data back to them, right? That was kind of the plot of the movie. That was kind of it, and it did drag a little bit in the middle-ish portion. I did really like the middle-ish portion when they went to dinner at Meg's and stuff like that, but it did drag, especially when after Meg's, to kind of right when Melissa breaks up with Bill. It kind of felt like it was a little bit slower. The pacing kind of dropped off a little bit, and then it picks up at the end and it picks up at the start when they're at the tornadoes, right? But I thought the plot was a little weak, but I thought the characters were made up for the weak-ish. I didn't think it was like super weak. I just thought it was a little weak for the weak-ish plot. I thought the characters were so much fun in this movie. Obviously there were a lot of characters, so a lot of them didn't really have a lot of depth to them, especially like the background team. But Bill, Dr. Joe, Dr. Melissa, and Dustin, I thought, Jonas as well a little bit, but mostly those four characters were like amazing characters, especially Bill, Dr. Joe, and Dr. Melissa. They were so much fun to watch, and I did not expect this much characterization in a movie called Twister about tornadoes. I thought that they were very deep characters. Their emotions, I could feel their emotions, and that might just be because the actors portraying these characters are amazing actors, and portraying their emotions is something that they are very good at. So I could really connect with these characters, even though I've never been a storm chaser. But yeah, I just thought that the characterization in this movie was really good, and I guess I'll talk about that a little bit more when I get into the cast. Actually, there is one more thing I want to ask. I hope people do people who live in Tornado Alley or anywhere where there are usual tornadoes, is there some sort of tornado insurance or something like that? Because I've always wondered this, and I've just never remembered to search it up. So maybe I'll search it up after this reaction. But how do you restart your life after like everything is destroyed by a tornado? Like your car is in the tree over like a mile away, your house is in the ground, like you have like nothing left. How do you restart your life? Does the government fund you or something like that? Does an insurance company pay it off? Like, it's something that I've really wanted to know. But also, it's probably, if there is an insurance, I bet it's very expensive, because they know it's probably going to happen if you live somewhere where there's tornadoes, or there's a very likely chance it will. So I don't know, it's very interesting. I've always wanted to know that, and I've just never researched it before. So maybe I'll do that after this reaction, because yeah, very interesting. But yeah, let's get into the cast. Bill Paxton is first, and man, is he good in this movie. He is so much fun to watch. He has a lot of charisma in this movie, but I thought he excelled at the more kind of quiet moments. I guess when they were at Meg's, I really liked that scene, just because of like the little looks he was giving to Joe, and like the story when they were telling Melissa about the story when he was naked and chucking the Jack Daniels or something into the Twister. I really liked those moments with him. I thought he was really good at that. But I also thought his chemistry with Joe and Melissa, but mostly Joe, was exceptional. I thought him and Helen Hunt did an amazing job together as this duo who are probably going to get divorced but are still in love with each other. But Bill is trying to push that away a little bit. He's trying to get on with a new life without actually taking the time to think about if he does want that or not. And Dr. Joe knows that he's doing that and is still in love with him, but is kind of also accepting-ish, but not really until about like it's a very confusing relationship, but it was a very interesting and dynamic relationship. I thought Bill's character, also Bill Paxton, I thought that his character was it's so funny that his name is Bill, but I thought his character was very dynamic. I thought he was a very cool character, and I enjoyed him whenever he was on screen. He was fantastic to watch. Helen Hunt as Dr. Joe, she was also fantastic to watch. I forget, what movies has she been in before? I know I've seen her in other stuff, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm thinking of another actress, but yeah, she was also fantastic in this movie. She was very kind of stubborn, but also very like level-headed and adventurous, which was really fun. And she worked so well. Not just her character, but also Helen Hunt's chemistry again with Bill Paxton was like phenomenal. It was so good. I thought that she totally like crushed the emotional scenes in this movie, and I could definitely feel the emotion and the feeling she had towards Bill, and vice versa, Bill towards I said Bill towards Helen, Bill towards Dr. Joe. Yeah, I really liked her in this movie. Her backstory was tragic. I guessed that it was her backstory pretty early on, but I don't know if that was something that was supposed to be a reveal later in the movie, or if we were just supposed to know that. I feel like we were just supposed to get that, and so I don't think it was like much of a whoa, look at me, I guessed that. I think the movie kind of wanted us to get that. But yeah, I thought that Helen Hunt did an amazing job. I'm going to talk about just 2 more characters, and then I'll quickly briefly talk about Cary Elwes as Dr. Jonas. But Jami Gertz as Dr. Melissa, she was a lot of fun to watch. I thought she played her character really well, which is a character that I didn't necessarily really like, but it was a character I could relate to, because I would, if I was in this situation, I would probably be Dr. Melissa. I am a big wimp when it comes to stuff like this, so I was definitely relating to her a lot more than the other characters, just because I felt like her personality was more like my personality when it comes to very dangerous things. I'm very much like, oh, let's just not do it, let's just hold off of this dangerous thing, let's just live another 30 years, we don't need to go close to that tornado. Even though I want to see a tornado in real life, I would like to be like far enough away that I know I'm not in danger. But yeah, I thought she was very fun to watch. I thought that letting go of Bill and realizing that Bill and Dr. Joe were, I'm calling her Dr. Joe because that's what it says in Google, but I guess I can just call her Joe, that Bill and Joe did still love each other and were perfect for each other. I thought that realization was really good, and the way they portrayed it with her just kind of playing with the ring on her finger was a really good way to show not tell. This movie did a really good job of showing not telling, actually, in a lot of aspects. And yeah, I thought Jami Gertz, I think, did a great job. Philip Seymour Hoffman, man, this guy is such a good actor. I've seen him in a lot of things, and he excels in every role he plays. In this one, he was playing more of the comedic character, and he was so funny. He just like, it feels like he can just like improv everything. If like his lines, I don't know if they were written, they probably were, but they felt he delivered them like he was actually just improving them, like they were just the most casual thing he could say. And I think that is a tribute to his acting. I think he is an amazing actor, and yeah, he was funny. And I thought him and Melissa might get together at the end of the movie, because he was like making moves towards her at some point at the start of the movie, I think. Yeah, he was just a joy to watch. Cary Elwes, very quickly, did not like him. He was Mr. Leach, but again, he did not deserve to die in a tornado. No one deserves to die in a tornado. That was very sad that he died. Him and Zach Grenier as Eddie both died, and that was a very upsetting thing. But what can you do? He went too far. He was very self-centered, he was very arrogant, he was very rude to everyone. So I could see that his death would be coming in a movie like Twister, he needs to die, I feel like. But I was upset that he died just because he died, but I did not like him, and I thought he did a great job as this unlikable guy. I just did not like his character. But yeah, Cary Elwes I thought did a great job as well. Everyone else in the cast did a great job. There were a lot of people that I recognized the faces of, I just didn't know their names. I think Lois Smith did a great job. Alan Ruck, I recognized him, but I forget where I've seen him from before. Jeremy Davis was in Lost. He played basically the same character in Lost. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen Lost yet. Jeremy Davis is in it. And I also recognized Joey Slotnick. I forget where I've seen him from too, but yeah, a lot of people had like their same names. Joey Slotnick played Joey, Bill Paxton played Bill. Were they just stuck on names? So they're just like, you just name yourself. We'll just name you after yourself. I don't know. Okay, anyways, that is my reaction to Twister. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me, supporting my channel. It means a lot. Huxley is asleep on the bed, but she also says a big thank you. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to my review as well. If you made it this far, it means a lot for you just to listen to me talk, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.